Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining us today, July 30th, for today's news briefing. My name is Naya, and I'm joined today by our County Communications Director and Chief Public Information Officer, Nick Pasculli, who will kick us off with a tsunami advisory update.
Well, good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for joining our briefing. We are starting the briefing today with some breaking news. At about 11:41 a.m., the tsunami advisory was canceled and the evacuation warnings have been lifted. The National Weather Service has canceled the tsunami advisory for the Bay Area and California's coast. The Monterey County Sheriff's Office has listed all evacuation warnings in the areas near Moss Landing Harbor. In addition, the City of Monterey Police Department has lifted its evacuation warnings for the Monterey Harbor slips and mooring area, including Breakwater Cove, Coast Guard Pier, and the adjacent area. California State Parks will be opening all state beaches in Monterey County effective immediately. I do want to let everyone know that water levels may continue to fluctuate for the next several hours and, in fact, next several days. While coastal areas and beaches and waterways are now open, please remain aware of your surroundings and aware of the currents. We do want to thank everybody in our county for their cooperation. And we also want to thank especially our partners in the media for helping to get accurate and timely, transparent information out to the residents of Monterey County. And now I'm going to turn it back over to my colleague, Maite, but she's going to show us some graphics right now about Alert Monterey County. The last incident, of course, this tsunami is another stark reminder of why it's important for everybody in our county to register for Alert Monterey County. It's very simple. You could scan the QR code, or you could visit alertmontereycounty.org, or you can visit readymontereycounty.org for more information about how the alert system works. In addition to our emergency alert system, the county also has a campaign for folks in our community to know their zone. And the zone is a numerical number that's assigned to a geographic location within the county. And it's very easy to find out what zone you're in by flicking or scanning this QR code or going to protect.genesis.com, and you simply enter your address and the app will tell you what zone you're in. So in the future, if you are impacted by a disaster of some sort or some type of event, that an emergency alert has to go out, you'll know what your zone number is. So please, we encourage you to visit our website, alertmontereycounty.org, to learn more about these valuable services. And now back to Maite.
Thank you, Nick, for that update. For our first topic today, improving the health of mothers and babies is a goal of the County of Monterey's WIC program. And as part of that effort, WIC has held an annual awareness walk and health fair, which has become more popular each year. And so this year's event is happening August 5th. And here to tell us more, we have Niaomi Hrepich, Jazmin Medina, and Maria Saavedra from the County of Monterey Health Department. Welcome.
Thank you. My name is Niaomi Hrepich. I'm the WIC director at the Health Department, and I am going to let Jazmin and Maria share a little bit about our upcoming walk. Can you guys all see the slides?
Yes, we can see your screen.
Okay.
Hi, good afternoon. My name is Jazmin, and I'll be sharing a little bit about our breastfeeding walk and health fair, and also just why it's important to us and why we celebrate it.
Hola, buenas tardes. Gracias a todos. Voy a estar presentando esto en español, en nuestra caminata anual de la lactancia materna y feria de salud.
So World Breastfeeding Week is celebrated from August 1st to the 7th, and it was part of a campaign that is promoting and supporting breastfeeding worldwide. It emphasizes the importance of breastfeeding benefits for both mom and infant, and is creating more awareness each year by having a different theme that focuses on a different aspect of breastfeeding in the workplace, policies, and community support systems. This year's theme is called Prioritize Breastfeeding, creating a sustainable support system.
La Semana Mundial de la Lactancia Materna se celebra del 1 de agosto al 7 de agosto cada año. Es básicamente una campaña global para proteger, promover y apoyar la lactancia materna en todo el mundo. Crea conciencia al promover la lactancia materna como la forma óptima de alimentación para los bebés, destacando sus beneficios para la salud, tanto del bebé como de la madre, así como su impacto en el desarrollo infantil y la salud pública. La Semana Mundial de la Lactancia Materna se enfoca en un lema diferente cada año, tal como sistemas de salud, mujeres y trabajo, apoyo comunitario, ecología, economía, educación y derechos humanos. Y el lema de este año viene siendo prioricemos la lactancia materna construyendo sistemas de apoyo sostenibles.
WIC is in line with promoting the Academy of Pediatrics and World Health Organization recommendations in terms of breastfeeding, which is to exclusively breastfeed for approximately the 6 months after birth, continuing breastfeeding with complementary foods, and continue breastfeeding until at least 2 years of age, as mutually desired by mother and child.
Si WIC está de acuerdo con las recomendaciones de la Academia Americana de Pediatría y también la Organización Mundial de la Salud, y son básicamente que la lactancia materna exclusiva sea durante los primeros 6 meses de vida del bebé. Después de los 6 meses se recomienda continuar la lactancia materna mientras se introducen alimentos complementarios adecuados. Y la lactancia materna puede continuar hasta que el niño tenga 1 año o más, o la madre y el bebé lo deseen.
Here at WIC, we share the same dedication in promoting lactation services and supporting our mothers with their breastfeeding goals. And as part of that, we provide a lot of services because we want to make sure that our moms are able to return back to work and still have their breastfeeding goal. I wanted to share a little bit of the rates. Any breastfeeding for 6 months in California versus Monterey County and versus our WIC participants. As we can see, WIC participants have a slightly higher percentage, and this is based on all the support that we provide our moms. We have different challenges for Monterey County. As we know, we're a big agriculture community, so our challenges are going to be different than other counties in California.
Aquí en WIC compartimos la misma dedicación de promover la lactancia materna y ayudar a las madres a sobresalir con sus metas de alimentar a sus bebés. En estas tasas comparamos los porcentajes de cualquier cantidad de lactancia a los 6 meses. Y pueden ver aquí el impacto positivo del programa de WIC. Como pueden ver, en California el porcentaje es un poco más alto, en el condado de Monterey 52%, pero las madres que reciben WIC viene siendo un poco más alto, el 57%. Y pueden ver que WIC es una gran ayuda, especialmente a las madres que trabajan en la agricultura. Y saben ustedes que en nuestro condado de Monterrey un gran porcentaje de madres trabajan en la agricultura y ellas tienen más retos para continuar dando pecho y para también extraer leche materna.
We wanted to share a little bit of the history of our breastfeeding walk over the years. Our first breastfeeding walk started in 2007, and as we could see, we are growing in numbers each year. Of course, 2021, as we all know, COVID hit. We had a lot of challenges, but despite COVID, we still had around over 100 people show up to our event. And last year, we broke record with 400 people attending the health fair and around 170 walking with us in the block.
Aquí pueden ver la caminata a través de los años y aquí pueden ver que comenzó como en el 2007 y pueden ver que cada año hemos tenido más participación y hasta en el año 2021 cuando tuvimos lo de COVID pueden ver que también 100 participantes participaron y este último año, pues sí tuvimos como 400 participantes que llegaron a checar nuestros servicios y varios caminaron, como 170 también.
We wanted to share some additional resources besides our WIC program. We are very lucky that our 3 hospitals who have maternity units here in Monterey County have lactation services as well. We work very close with them. We also have the website for 831 Breastfeeds that has a lot of information locally for our breastfeeding mothers. More information on laws, lactation accommodation can be found in California breastfeeding.org through the California Coalition of Breastfeeding.
Aquí les ofrecemos algunos recursos para la lactancia materna. Claro que el programa de WIC es excelente, pero también está la Liga de la Leche del Condado de Monterey. También está esta organización de mother2baby.org, especialmente para darse cuenta de los medicamentos y la leche materna. Y nuestros 3 hospitales son excelentes. También tienen clínicas y asistencia con la lactancia. Y también, si quieren saber un poquito más de las leyes, californiabreastfeeding.org es excelente. Y este otro sitio electrónico 831breastfeeds.org tiene un poquito de todo y es buenísimo.
So please join us for our 18th annual Breastfeeding Walk and Health Fair next Tuesday, August 5th from 11 to 2 p.m. The walk will start around 12:30, and we're going to have a lot of fun activities for the families. The food bank will be providing snacks. We're going to have the My Museum bring their Willy Mobili. We'll have a raffle. We'll have free t-shirts, and about 18 health agencies will be joining us that day.
Bienvenidos a todos, de traer a sus familias, a sus niños. Vengan, por favor, a celebrar con nosotros. Invitamos a todos a nuestra 18ª caminata anual de la lactancia materna y feria de salud. Va a ser el próximo martes, de las 11 a las 2, la caminata alrededor de las mediodía. Vengan, tenemos rifas, tenemos actividades para los niños, alimentos. Esperemos verlos la próxima semana.
Thank you all so much for your time, and we hope to see you next Tuesday.
Muchísimas gracias.
Thank you so much for sharing this information. If anyone has any questions, please feel free to either raise your hand, unmute yourself, or put them in the chat. We did see a couple of photos of, kids participating in activities. And so I'm wondering if you can go a little bit more in depth about the types of activities that participants can expect at this year's event. If you want to talk a little bit more of maybe some community partners that will be there.
Yes, of course. So as we had mentioned, the My Museum, they bring a mobile band, and the band has they bring activities that day. It's called the Willy Mobili. It's a lot of hands-on activities. It's blocks, it's puzzles. So they're going to be here that day. Also, because we do have different agencies provide different services. We are going to have Kids Connect, and what they'll be doing screenings for developmental stages for children, and it's free. So if you bring your child and you want them to screen your child, that'd be a great opportunity. Clínica de Salud is going to be doing some screenings for the parents as well, high blood pressure and diabetes.
Great. Well, that sounds like a lot of fun and like a great opportunity. And I'm wondering if you can, for those who may not be familiar, what are some of the other main services that WIC provides to families?
So we're a nutrition and breastfeeding support program, and we offer healthy foods for families that qualify. There's several ways that families can get in touch to see if they qualify for the healthy foods and the nutrition and breastfeeding support. They can text us, and I'll share this information when I share the slides with you. What's our text number? They can text us at 888-413-2599. They can go to montereywic.org, and there's a place where they can go and enroll there. They can call us at 796-2888. So there's several ways for families to check to see if they're eligible.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Well, we appreciate you joining us today. And if you can please be sure to send us your slides, and we'll share that with our media partners. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, moving on to our next topic. You may wonder what the County of Monterey does with its items it no longer needs. And like everyone else, we sell it. So, governments occasionally will have surplus items which can be sold to the public. And one of the county's public sales is happening this Friday, August 1st. And we have here Jaime Ayala to walk us through how to buy at the surplus sale. Hi, Jaime. Thank you for being here.
Good afternoon. I'm sorry, I was actually hoping to show you guys some of the items there, but I've got another meeting that I've got to prepare for, so that's why I'm headed out to grab something to eat while I head back to the meeting. But we're going to be having quite a bit of items for sale. We've got a lot of desks, a lot of chairs, folding banquet type tables. We've got like full office equipment, anything you need. We also have floor mats. And many of those items are up for grabs. People will be showing up. I think we open the doors at 10 and people usually start showing up kind of like making line, like when, like the Black Friday type of thing. So we do expect quite a bit of a crowd.
Great. I'm wondering if you can talk a little bit about the payment methods, just so people are prepared when they show up.
So it is a cash basis only. So we hope that they bring in exact cash. And many of our items are fairly reasonably priced, like $5, $10. The most expensive items are like what we would be like a conference type table, which I think are like $40. We have some really great, like what we would say like bookcases, metal and wood. And those are about $20 to $30, but they're in really good condition. And like we say, it is cash only. We do usually have change on hand also.
Great. And if you can let the public know, anything that they should take to be prepared to haul away their own items, things like that.
Oh yeah, definitely bring in, if you have tie downs, bring some tie downs. Most people, we always tell them bring in a truck, but we have had people show up in cars. And we don't have staff on hand to kind of help, but we won't let anyone kind of just load the items themselves. We do provide some assistance when we can.
Right. And will people be able to hold a couple of items, or should they just take everything?
No,
by?
unfortunately, no. There is no holding. Basically, when you buy it, you gotta haul it away. Typically, what we did last sale is one gentleman bought quite a bit of items. He couldn't haul it away all at the same time, so we asked him to he took it right outside the warehouse, and he kind of took his time. From what I understand, he was there till about 6 p.m., kind of loading and hauling stuff away.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for sharing this information. We hope for a great turnout, and we'll be sure to share this on our social media as well, so you guys can see a list of items that are for sale, as well as time and location and all of that. So we will share that on social media, and we hope for a great turnout this Friday, August 1st. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And just as an FYI, the address for that is 1488 Shillings Place.
Perfect. Thank you so much. We'll be sure to share that.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right. Well, now I'm going to hand it over to Nick for our last topic.
Well, did you know that just 19 miles south of Carmel, you may have seen the Point Sur Lighthouse? And did you also know that you can actually take tours? There's a breathtaking view. There's great history to learn about. And for a limited time, there will be Moonlight tours at the Lighthouse. And here to tell us more is Sara Howlett with California State Parks, our interpreter and at the Big Sur sector. Sara, welcome to our news briefing, and tell us more about this beautiful piece of history we have in our county.
Sure. Hello. Welcome, everyone. My name is Sara Howlett. I'm the park interpreter here down in Big Sur and also the volunteer coordinator for Point Sur Light Station. We have about 100 volunteers that actively lead tours and also do restoration work at Point Sur State Historic Park. And we do tours of the light station as well as tours of the historic Point Sur Naval Facility there. So our regular lighthouse tours are every Saturday at 10 a.m. and 2 p.m., Sundays at 10 a.m. and Wednesdays at 1 p.m. And then we do have special Moonlight tours during the summer months. And the next one is coming up on August 9th. And we do have that tour, as well as there's one in September And the September Moonlight tour is September 7th. And the one on August 9th is Saturday at 7:15. And the September 7th tour is a Sunday at 6:45 p.m. All of this information can be found on our website at pointsur.org. All of the tours are limited to 40 people maximum, and it's first come, first serve. So just show up at the highway gate. Usually a half hour early is pretty good. Earlier if you want to really guarantee that spot in line. And the regular tours are $20 a person. The Moonlight tours are $30 a person, and there's a discounted rate for children. But all of that information can be found on our website at pointsur.org.
That's outstanding. You know, I have to say, Sarah, I'm embarrassed to say that I've lived here for over 30 years. I've driven by the lighthouse numerous times, and I've been known to visit lighthouses all over the country, and I have yet to come down and come visit your lighthouse. Motivate me a little bit. Are there
Okay.
ghosts? Are there great stories? Or, you know, can I see some top secret things that the Navy used to do? Tell me.
So the Light Station tour is a 3-hour walking tour, and it is 3 hours because you do walk up and down to the light station itself. It's about a mile total in distance, but it does gain about 360 feet in elevation. So be prepared for that. Bring water and wear layers because it can be windy or cold on the coast. As we all know, we do get that fog out there at Point Sur some days. Unfortunately, today our tour actually had to be canceled because of the tsunami warnings this morning. But normally the tour would just meet on the side of the highway. And like I said, first come, first serve. It's a great tour. You get to see some of the historic buildings. We're one of the only light stations that still has all of the buildings in place. And we've done a lot of restoration work. In the 20 plus years I've been here, most of the buildings now have been restored. And you get to see some cool things like inside our headkeeper's quarters is all decorated to the 1950s. And so kind of nostalgic, stepping back in time a little bit there. And the lighthouse itself was built in 1889. So you get to see what life was like on the Big Sur coast before the highway was built.
That sounds great. And just curious, are there opportunities for schools to take tours and field trips?
Yes, we do special group tours as well as school tours. Just reach out on our website. There's a email and a phone number to contact. So just go to pointsur.org and you can find information there about group tours. And we can arrange private tours outside of the regular tour times if there's a special group tour. And we do a lot of school group tours as well. So usually those will be outside of the normal tour schedule. And we can arrange those. And then the tours at the naval facility for the NAVFAC, which you can find a top secret Cold War era base there. And those tours are Saturdays at 10:30, and again limited to 40 people. And those tours are $15 for adults and $5 for kids, I believe.
That's fantastic. And last question, because you know all the stores have the Halloween decorations out already. Do you guys offer Halloween tours and ghost tours?
We do have some special tours, including Halloween tours, and usually those are coming up in the end of October. We usually do it the last 2 Saturdays of the month. And that information, we still haven't set times and stuff for that, but they'll be coming out soon. Usually in September, we set those dates. And we also have a special event coming up on August 3rd, which is our birthday. It's a Living History Day. And on that day, you can actually take shuttles up and down. So if you can't make the walk up the hill, that's a great opportunity for people to come visit Point Sur. It's a $30 per person tour, but we will have shuttle vans running Sunday, August 3rd from 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. And you need to enter by 3 p.m. So you can come in and out from 12 to 3, but you need to be out, the last people out, by 4.
Excellent. Well, you've motivated me now, so I'm definitely going to go visit the website and pick a date that'll work for my crazy schedule. Thanks so much for coming on today. Yes.
I'm on my phone today, so I did put in the chat the images of the Lighthouse tour schedule as well as the special event for Living History Day poster. So feel free to share those around.
We sure will. We'll do that for you, Sarah. So thank you so much, and we'll see you down there.
All right. And also you can follow us on social media at Big Sur State Parks, either on Facebook or Instagram.
Excellent. All right. Well, thanks again for taking time out of your busy day for us. We really appreciate it.
All right. Thank you.
All righty. Well, that wraps up our briefing on behalf of the County of Monterey Administrative Office and the County Communication Bureau. We want to thank you for being our guest speakers, and of course, thank our audience for tuning in today. That wraps up our briefing for July 30th, and we look forward to welcoming you back next Wednesday at noon, for more interesting topics to be discussed. Have a great day, everyone, and stay safe out there.